Johnny and the Mix.
Hello? Oh my god, hold on. What is happening? Sorry, my audio is messing up. Unresponsive. Hello, traders. Okay, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I had issues. Early stream because the monthly candle close will be occurring in 30 minutes or so, 34 minutes, and as you saw, and we consider that power hour, right? Power hour, all caps. The power hour of power hours, when it's the last 60 minutes of the month. The stocks had its own power hour today, and it was insane. Some stocks hitting all-time highs, multi-month highs. And I guess it was because Jerome Powell spoke, and that's the way the market is now. So he was, I guess, more dovish. I don't know. Like, really? How do you even know anymore? So anyway, things rallied. Crypto's rallying too, where you got Bitcoin up $740 and up 4.5%. Altcoins across the board up a lot. FTM's up almost 16%. You have a multitude of S coins up like that. And I guess we'll look at it. Can y'all hear me and make sure the audio is good? It sounds almost like I hear an echo. Let me know. I need to know. We're okay. No echo. Good. Okay. So, right, I mean, like, if you're breaking this level, this, like, local level, you're probably 17,569. It's not off base. It's not crazy. I mean, that's just the Black Saturday low. Figured that was the target if you were starting to take out these local highs. And if you were going to actually run 17,569, if you ever broke that 18,650. But, you know, it's a lot of work, man. A lot of things got to be done. I mean, this is just not good enough yet. I mean, it's great, man. You one low, no one knows. Maybe the second time everyone knows. And you can see momentum shift. 16,200 buyers defended that. And you can see the consequences with some follow through from more buyers. There, look at that, man. That was the down sloping resistance that, you know, before yesterday, Bitcoin was only making lower highs the entire time. But then I guess while we were live on stream, new data presented itself and we're no longer making lower highs every single time than we were before. So great news. I mean, in reality, there's just not much here on the way down or the way up. The fact that buyers defended that joke of a support from November 2020 is kind of crazy. And it's mainly up and down in between this level. So, hey man, you go to 19,650 for a formal back test on the daily, weekly. You're still in a bear trend, a long-term bear trend. It would still end up being a lower high than the high from November 5th, which is absolutely insane, right? You couldn't believe that. What if Bitcoin goes up from even where it is now? It's up 4.5% today. But what if it went up another 14 to 15% and then reversed the downside? It's still bearish. It's still long-term bear trend. Crazy, right? Let's go to Ethereum. My God, man, you're starting to think, is this it? I mean, again, you're on a downtrend on Ethereum until you're breaking 1670 or so, but you got to ask the question, wait a second. I mean, is this completed? Do we have completion on Ethereum here? Like it never hit the 886, but it hit like that 86% retrace, a couple percentage points off the completion zone of the massive harmonic. Not sure, and we may still see it down the road, but this thing's up 7%. Breaking 1224 could turn into 1420. You're not, I mean, you're pretty far up there, and that's probably still your next target. I mean, the supply line is marginally below that at 1387, but 1420 above 1224. It's always been about the levels, man. The levels. Above 1420 equals 1730. So I got this. There's an open house next to me because the property's for sale and people coming and going. Anyway, distractions. But yeah, I went live again because it's Power Hour, all caps. So what do you think? Do y'all think that this is completed harmonic and it's time to moon now? Gotta wonder. Oh, I can't delete these. Okay, let's BNB. I mean, like, yeah, it's up, man. It's up 1.86%. It's dog crap. I mean, I just don't care. I do not care. It's performance to the stock market pumping, Bitcoin pumping, Ethereum pumping. It hasn't done much of anything. It's at $300 still. Your weakest performer, I guess, maybe of the big four or big five. I have nothing to say about this one. Not that crazy. XRP, well, man, you're above the 200-day moving average. You know, in fact, you're working on the highest daily candle close since November 7th. Confirmed in 28 minutes have all stayed the same. Again, man, like 50 cents could be a target if this is actually going to play out. Which it could. If big one's bottoming out, you know XRP is going to perform very well based on its recent performance to Bitcoin. And no, I did not see the, the scam guy, sociopath. I mean, I'm pretty sure from just the gist of it is like he lied and acted like he was incompetent and all that. Like, ooh, me, I'm a victim, whatever. The sociopath's anthem, right? So, what do you think the dude's gonna say? Dude, like, gets on an interview. He's not ever gonna be like, yeah, I committed massive amounts of fraud and did all these bad things. He didn't say that. He's never gonna say that. You'll never get that from him. He'll be in jail for 50 years if they ever prosecuted him, and he'd be in jail saying the same things. I never did anything wrong, just like all the other criminals, right? They get convicted. Yeah. So much higher XRP if Bitcoin keeps doing this. That's been the case. I mean, there have been certain cryptos that looked promising. They were good, but we always knew, like, the way Bitcoin looked, it wasn't good. I mean, it was just days ago Bitcoin made its lowest level in 2 years. It looked terrible, but the altcoins, some of them looked okay. And the fact that Bitcoin's holding now and rallying, that's amazing for these altcoins that we had identified a bullish edge already on.
Always been watching and learning. Could you check out Algo later? Thanks, Mitch.
What's up, Prime Select Photography LLC? Thanks, dude. For a $20 super chat. Yeah, we'll look at Algo. Algo had been punched in the mouth so hard. But it went pretty much to the next inflection point and has rallied off of that. So, yeah, we can do that. For sure. So, right, we knew most altcoins looked like dog crap. And then there were some that looked amazing, that if you wanted to take a shot, it was probably the best course to go with those because they were recognizable to us, right? You want to see like predictable patterns, something we'd identified 5 years ago. Here it is again. Same, here it is, like at support, harmonic, maybe divergence or something. It's what we know. It's not like, oh, it's hitting multi-year lows a few days ago, making only lower highs before that even to boot. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, so next we can go to the quad screen, I guess. Here's your quad screen. Bitcoin top left, Ethereum top right, XRP bottom left, BNB bottom right. I mean, top four cryptos outside of the stables. What do you mean is my mic broken? What? Sounds rattling? Dude, that's just you. No one is saying that. Check your own broken speakers, dude. So again, right, top of the range, 17.8, 18K. Ethereum's 1350, top of its local range. XRP is virtually breaking out of it and even back testing it right now. Again, the better of the four.
Hey Mitch, thoughts on MSB, ASX? Bat from 2020 low with back to so that 0.97C, 1.02. Thanks, 0.015356885 ETH.
We'll look at it. Thanks for the Ethereum, dude. Kingsman. We will. I swear. We'll look. Yeah, look, Bob from tech support says everything's fine. If he says everything's fine, you know we're good. All right, so, and then BNB over here just trying desperately to break this, I don't know, hold above this $300 level. It's a very real level, right? I just have nothing to say about this crap. I mean, it's just not, it's going to go up if Bitcoin goes up. I don't care. Does it ever matter? Like if we're here and we're trying to identify stuff that gives us a discernible edge and it just randomly goes up because Bitcoin goes up, do I care? No, but I do care about Dogecoin and maybe Shiba and QNT and a few others that gave us what we needed for the argument for strategic entry, stop loss, take profits. Just don't care about assets that are not at strategic levels, that are not giving us the predictable patterns we yearn for, we covet. Cool, dude. So those are your big four, and now we'll look at, I know, man, it's like we're, anticipation heightens the pleasure. We'll go to Doge now. That is doing something rather significant. 23 minutes till this is confirmed to break above an old level. Look at the feels just like yesterday. Doge broke out, back tested, and then confirmed with a bullish engulfing candle, a breakout, right? Oh wait, that was yesterday. Break, hook, and go in the past 72 hours, an immediate fall through price action. That's what you're looking for right there. On a break, hook, and go, follow through on that next candle, and you're trying to break this one little wick from February. Probably gonna, 11 cents is right there. I think you tested that last night, during the heat of the pump. And breaking that, you're thinking probably like 15 cents up there. Again, I think that's where we're headed anyway. The trend's reversed on Doge.
Nasdaq, potential long position.
What's up, Jack? Thanks, dude. We'll look. That's all I can tell you. We will look, sir. All right, so everything looks so good on this one. Look at this Gaussian channel above the inner band. Nice bullish crossover of the Gaussian and the 200. Seldom do I use this, but it's good to see, like in trend reversals and stuff. Seldom are you doing this, right? When are you like above the Gaussian channel, holding it for a long period of time, and being above the 200 at the same time, and a bullish crossover? Well, you never get that, really. Just similar to way back here, right? So I don't know, there's definitely something different going on this one, and it's been that way. I think we had that, you already had a golden cross earlier this month. It's just, everything's good. What the? Let's go to total. Remember that time? Buyers offended it, man. They did. They really, really did.
I like turtles.
2018's cycle top. You fell below it. You rallied. You back tested as support, and you're catching fall through. And it's going to be in 20 minutes your highest daily candle close since November 10th. Not really that big of a deal, but that was it, man. That was almost everything. Crazy as F. Freaking buyers, man. See how much room this has to run. I hope it goes all day, every day, man. For the ones that look great, they deserve it. Yeah, all we need is an Elon tweet, dude. Oh my God, right? So, some notable gainers today in crypto. You got like ICX is up 22%, man. Just like out of the blue. It had just recently hit its lowest price in since the COVID crash, and just popped, and there was no real technical reason. There was no bullish divergence. There was nothing. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, though, right? I mean, there were 99% of them were showing no discernible bullish edge or a good-looking trade setup. But we knew, like, if Bitcoin rallied, those scrubs that were showing no edge, the coin flip would land on tails and it would pump. And you're getting that on these jokes. This is a joke. I mean, ICX, look at it, dude. Oh, hey, it just broke formal supports, all of them, and just randomly reversed. Boom, that's great, though, man. Cool. Now in KNC. Look at that, man. It's like KNC looked like it was like bearishly consolidating and is now breaking upward, breaking above 69.58 cents, which is a very real level. I mean, like if KNC is above 69 cents long enough, it could easily go to 90 cents. It could go way higher. But was there an edge? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of RSI. Not even. It was like actually bearish convergence. I mean, on your lowest low, you made the lowest level of RSI you had seen since November, December of 2018. Like no edge, just catastrophe and pump. Cool, random. I don't care. Coin flip. That's the way it always is. It's always coin flip chance unless you have an edge. And the coin flip landed on heads or tails or whatever and pumped. Thanks, Bitcoin. FTM. This one was a little different because buyers defended a key support. I mean, it's not a joke, man. Like you got back above 18, 19 cents. And when you're above 18, 19 cents, you could run up to 29 cents very fast. And it looks like it's trying to do that. So this one not as bad. It was just sellers. They broke the price down and then there were just not enough of them. And then they relented and buyers took back over. So not as weird on this one as you'd see on ICX or KNC. KSM was awesome because this one had been terrible. But it's like, hey man, eventually we'll see a 1618. You exceeded the 1618 a little bit. But all you did was go to make all-time lows, at least on this chart from October 2020, multi-year lows. And then you've reacted very well. $30, breaking $30. You could wind up at $43 on this joke. On this beanie baby. They're all beanie babies, dude. Even if they pump, they're still jokes. A lot of people don't get that. They're still jokes. Well, what is going on? It was fluff. So the interview with the dude, with the scammer, not a dude at all, massive scammer, was fluff. But here's the thing. The scammer sociopath would never agree to an interview with somebody who's not on the take or who's going to really go hard on him, right? Okay, so like we're just going across the board. Like Matic's up 10%. I don't know, held that 200. Probably like a little demand line. I'm just, it wasn't at the best strategic area, but it's cool that it's still making higher lows and it's approaching 94, the top of the range. Right, you're flipping a coin in the middle of the range. The coin landed on tails, so it pumped. Okay, so it's running to the top of the range now. 94, 95 cents. This is one that's far superior to many others in terms of performance, right? I mean, if this was Ethereum, it'd be way lower. If this was Bitcoin, it'd be making lower lows than June 18th's low. That shows you technically superior to some of your largest market cap cryptos. And then you've got QNT, which was technically one of the most superior looking assets in crypto. One of them, absolutely, like unquestionably one of the best. Up, around 9%. Buyers defending a key level back from July 2021, February 2022. You get it. And the 886 completion of the BAT above the 200-day moving average. All kinds of really, really good things here. So I think like 151 to 156 is a strong possibility. right? As you can see, the price action correlation in between $100 and $150 normally straight up and down. And a trend that has reversed. I mean, you're making consecutive higher highs, higher lows. You think that's the target, and very well, if things keep on the way they are, it breaks 155, 156, and goes and tests 227 again. Yeah, man. This is so awesome. QNT. An edge. Things we look for. Things we want. Things that help us understand that we can take we can have a good reward or risk on a trade on a long. But then you go to Zcash that, it's funny because it did hit a level. It hit that low back from 2016 and bounced. But at the same time of bouncing, you're talking, COVID crash lows. You're talking no edge, no completed harmonic, no higher highs, higher lows, just the lowest lows of the entire bear trend. Who gives a crap if it's up 8.4% today? These are ones you just don't, if you care about traditional technical analysis and you're going to implement that to have a strategy to long something or short something, this is just one you would be like, oh wow, 8%, no one cares. Because it showed no edge. Was it showing bullish divergence on the daily when it hit that level? God, no. Absolutely not. So it showed you nothing except it hit some joke of a level from 2016 and has bounced off of that. Those are ones you don't care about. Okay. Anyway, all day we could do that. Let's just throw in algo because that was a request. One that had been just destroyed. It's only up 3% today. And this is virtually at the target. I mean, God, it was so close. Like 22.22 cents was the target. It hit 22.6 cents. Okay. That's still the target. It's just, look where you're so well below. You can't be bullish on this one until it gets above 28 cents, really, I think. Is there an edge? Nope. Bearish convergence. Now you are showing positive momentum today. Congrats. Dude, just these
Dude, your music is top notch. Where do you even get it from? Bro, love from the UK. Can you check out my favorite Beanie Baby MKR Maker DAO on USDU pick-off charts? We using $660 as support now? 5-day chart looking good.
I'm done. Thank you, Klaus Schwab, for the bugs. Where do I get it? It's deep progressive house, man. It's a genre of music. A lot of people that watch my stream, they'd never even known deep progressive house was even a thing, and it is. 120 BPM, huge part of that. You is the bugs. So you want to look at algo? There's nothing to look at. Like, who cares what it does? Who cares? It just made its lowest price, multi-year lows, like Bitcoin. Has barely even done anything off those lows. Underperforming everything, even on the up day. Again, it's just bearish. It's just bullcrap. It's a trash chart. I don't care if it goes up 50%. It just wasn't showing you anything for you to be able to strategize an entry, a stop loss, and take profits. That's traditional technical analysis, right? Charts are there to help us manage our risk. How can you manage your risk when it's showing us no predictable patterns, not hitting inflection points, underperforming the entire macro? I mean, there's nothing about it that's good, even if it pumped 100% tomorrow. Doesn't matter. That's like, yeah, going to the casino and going to the slot machine and pulling it one time, and wow, man, you hit the jackpot on the first try. Great, dude. Keep doing that over and over and over again. Trying to play the numbers game at a slot machine. Yeah. So that's algo. It's a joke. I'm sorry. No offense. These are all Beanie Babies, though. Some Beanie Babies look amazing. Some look like this. That are awful. Most look like this. They're just awful. But yeah, maybe one low than the second low here. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you're making a slightly lower low and you pivot and you rally and then it ends up turning into something like this. Something like this. I mean, that if Bitcoin rallied and just kept going, man, on the new month, of course something like this could happen. Of course. Again, it's dog crap compared to others out there. I would all day I'd be looking for ones making higher lows consecutively, outperforming the macro.
Can we have a look at Tesla?
And
Will
showing
this
us
rally
predictable
continue
patterns.
this week? Thanks,
There's Mr.
Mitch.
Singh again. How you doing, man? Yeah, we'll look at Tesla again. That held supports by the grace of God. It was barely holding yesterday. I can imagine after the pump, the power hour pump, the power hour on all caps today. Wow. I mean, General Mills hitting all-time highs to close. S&P making its highest monthly candle close since July. Some stuff going on, man. Something's going on. Okay, that was Algo, and then was there anything? Four-year streaming. I'm getting closer and closer to 5 years prime select photography. Okay, let's we got some more requests, but they're not crypto, so it's kind of like, let's just go to the index funds real quick, knock them out. Look at that, man. Yeah, what, it's still in the rising wedge, so you can't get cocky, but that's a massive engulfing candle, right? You were showing bearish divergence of sorts. I mean, anytime Jerome Powell speaks, this is what happens, but just be mindful. You've had pump days just like this. Jerome Powell speaks and you pump, and the next day you reverse. So what's interesting about this, something you haven't done, okay? Wow, that's one big deal. All right, so the S&P 500 has not broken above the 200-day simple moving average with a candle close since April 7th on the daily. So rejoice, that's a big deal. But dang, man, it's hard. How do you ignore that? How do you ignore such a real bearish looking structure, you know? Still in it. You have not broken the supply line yet. You're still inside of that. You're getting, I mean, these are the areas where you really got to start thinking, is it profit taking level time? That pump makes everyone bullish, okay, but you haven't broken a supply line, and you're still in the wedge. But it's cool. On the daily, the S&P is out of the bearish control, or it's in the bullish control zone now, excuse me.
Bro, seriously, your music stream music challenges your ta. The serves are set somewhere. It's almost unearthly. Don't forget my Beanie Baby Maker DAO.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. We'll do Maker after this, but sorry, man. Yeah. The German got me. It was so distracting. Thank you for the bugs. You will eat the bugs. John. In Bitcoin Cash for Mobus. We'll look at those. But just, it's beautiful. You think, hey, down with the rising wedge and a bear trend with divergence, but nah. No, got to do the opposite because Jerome Powell farted. He didn't really do anything. He just went up there and talked and said the same crap he says every single time. Doesn't matter. The algorithms are just programmed to do stuff when he speaks. All right, so you got a nice candle in the highest daily candle close since September 12th, multi-month highs. Very good. Let me knock these out real quick. The index funds. Look at this crap, man. It's insane, right? You'd broken it, and now you're back in it. It's like, was it even real? Probably just maybe a channel. Yeah, it could be just a parallel channel. This thing, oh my God, the Dow Jones made its highest daily candle close today since April 21st.
Is that a joint?
What a back test. Now that's incredible, right? 33,729. You broke it, and then market participants back tested the level 2 days now. And now you a huge green candle, impulse candle, and it could take you all the way to 35,000. All right, 35,093, 35,100 right up here. Duplicating trend lines. So above 33.7, you're all right. I mean, it's still the same impulse from the bottom, from the lowest low. It's still the same wave up. There's no in-between waves here. That's wild, man. Multi-month highs on the Dow Jones. Nasdaq looked like crap too, but there you go. Instead of hitting 10.8, it just breaks out, re-breaks out of that channel. Highest daily candle close since September 19th, multi-month highs. And maybe if that's real, which what makes sense? What is the only thing that makes sense if you're breaking a supply line and you're pumping like this? I guess 11.9, 12,000. I guess that would be the target if it kept going. Yeah, that's it, man. I guess 11.9, 12K. All right. IWM. There, dude. Oh my God. It's finally happened, chat. Of all days. It's the dragon. It's the confirmed dragon. Jesus chimes. The small caps. Breaking above the 200-day simple moving average. Breaking above $185. Breaking supply line. Remember what this looked like on the weekly, how ungodly good. Look, above the 200-day moving average. I mean, this was the one to
Can
ride.
we look at this? Next hike is 50. We are gonna pump for a few weeks.
You look at Disney, that I think the buyers recaptured that inflection point. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Todd, for the bugs. I appreciate it. Someone else is going to have an interview with SPF2. Well, good luck, man. While they all talk about bullcrap, doge to the moon, man, right? Or IWM breaking out of a dragon. What a distraction. The scammer fraud gets interviewed and gets more clout. And we're over here talking about supply line breakouts. Well, only after predictable, reliable edges have appeared on a weekly time scale. I don't know about the other index funds. They look like crap. They weren't that great, but this one was very promising. This was the one, the IWM or the Russell 2000. It was the one, man. I mean, 209, 213, if this is real, it's the dragon. Okay, index funds done. I mean, dude, let's just go to gold real quick because guess what happened today on gold? It pumped, man. Kind of. You know, it rallied. I mean, still at that 886, still kind of a completed W pattern. I mean, until you break 1800, it's not that great. I mean, it did break the supply line from the top. That's awesome, but it is cool that, you know, gold market participants back tested 1729 as support. All right, and you're rallying off of that. Okay, again, you have to break 1800. That's a major resistance, and you haven't done that yet. You haven't made a higher high yet than that high from August 10th. You got to do those things. You got to break the 200-day simple moving average. You haven't even touched that thing since late June. There's just a lot more to be done on gold. I don't. If gold's going up, it's risk on, and I just highly doubt gold's going to be able to give you the yield that any kind of stock or equity could give you. So if everything go up, who cares about gold, man? Gold goes up with everything else, but underperforms because the market cap's like $10 trillion. How much money it takes to really move this thing? Look for Chipotle or something like that instead of gold, dude. But my store value, okay. Silver, same thing, man. Right, and then we're gonna get the request. Okay, look at silver, right? It doesn't matter, right? 886, outperforming gold, highest candle close since early June. Could be headed to $23. I mean, you're not out of the woods or anything. I mean, a bearish divergence will probably develop at $23, right? The high, and then you'll make a higher high with lower levels. So we'll be looking for that, a hop up there for the shark. But yeah, man, I mean, you've got stuff happening. You have not even come close to breaking a supply line that's probably around $24. But yeah, risk on, go, you know, everything kind of participated today except the yields, right? Or all the yields dumped. 10-year yield, massive bearish engulfing candle after rejecting resistance, fell below it. So that, you know, that you think that goes down, stocks keep going up. We've done it, chat. We've literally done it. We now have Monthly candle close Jesus chimes. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Let's go to the monthly. Hate to be that guy, but this is terrible. Okay, I understand, like, this is why wasn't bullish on Bitcoin on this pump. Can't be. Even on the daily. It's okay. The pump, like, wow, it kind of made things a little better. But if you go to the monthly, this is terrible. This is a massive bearish engulfing candle confirmed now. The lowest monthly candle close on Bitcoin since October of 2020. Another confirmed breakdown below the previous cycle top. No formal support at all until $13,000 or $14,000. I mean, I love it. I love what Bitcoin did, man. It's so cool that you're taking out highs from 2 weeks ago. That's great, man. But that's it. This time scale, you're still a massive joke. Doesn't it give you context? I mean, like, gosh dang, man. We're so thirsty and desperate for something bullish that people losing their minds. And you go to the monthly and it's like, that's not a good candle at all. It was the lowest candle close of the entire bear trend, man. Just now. Seconds ago. Still. So whatever. I mean, that's cool, man. I'm not... Was I worried about Bitcoin a few days ago? Not really. We had our eyes and our sights on other things. Still have our eyes and sights on other things besides Bitcoin. How about Ethereum? How about this monthly? Better. Ethereum is certainly better than Bitcoin. Because buyers defending the monthly candle close at 1100 from January of 2018. Right? Again. Marginally better. That's it. BNB, we can go to BNB. Substantially better than Bitcoin. No bearish engulfing candle. Your lowest monthly candle close since September of this year. Not as bad as Bitcoin, right? XRP. Substantially better. I don't know. I mean, it was better monthly close. 886 from the major low to that major high. The 88% retrace. You're still in that potential major reversal area. You know, the completed M shape. This is a massive M shape that's completed now, and you're at it. So, better than Bitcoin, man. XRP is better than most in terms of technicals. I don't give a crap. I'm not talking about the project and all that. This coin will probably be used by the World Economic Forum to take over everyone's sovereignty anyway. Yeah, we can go total monthly. It's going to be a combination of all of everything we just saw. Oh, there you go, man. Buyers defended. It was the lowest monthly candle close since December of 2020. So that means technically multi-year lows on total. A massive bearish engulfing candle confirmed 2 minutes ago. But above the previous cycle.
Just passing through. Windy here. Can you look at GPC? Thanks, always appreciate your stream and hard work.
What's up, Powell's Bells? Thanks for the 20, dude. We will look at that. Thank you so much. Okay. We get done with this monthly assessment. We'll go to those crypto requests. We'll just probably get into we got a decent amount, so I'll get through them. What's even happening?
People are always reminiscing on better times. Setting goals for days yet to be lived at the same time.
Okay. That's it, really. Looking at the big ones. Hey, let's look at Doge, though. Let's look at Doge. We have to. Because Doge equals technically superior.
24 hours worth of moments will cost you nothing but waking up in
What the? Well, you had that really nice impulse candle to break resistance back from January, February 2021, and now formal back test. Wow. Market participants broke a key resistance, and then this whole month they've spent time back testing it as support, and with the candle close, it is confirmed breakout back test. That's a good thing.
Band Daily about to go green MACD? Hype. Pepe holding a band coin tattoo at all-time highs. 0.00109000 BTC.
Band was one of the golden ones. They looked great. Band with QNT and Doge, right? So we'll look. Put on the list. One thing I want to see Doge to Bitcoin, because this one's crazy. Well, just a huge look at that. The swing on Doge to Bitcoin is just unbelievable, right? In a 30-day period, you had a 73% swing. Wow. Okay. Cool. Massive. I mean, that is, if that's not a spinning top, nothing is. That's a spinning top of spinning tops. Okay. Yeah, let's get to these. So what was it? I think it started with... Let me just get into all of them one at a time in order, okay? I need to do that. You know. MSB Australian Stock Exchange, which is Mesoblast Limited. Bad from 2020. Volume talk, that's pretty serious right here. Wow. Whoa. Never been here, but can't tell me this isn't a very key support ice line from 2016, 2018, 2020. And guess what happened? What's happening this week? Not last week, the week before, any other week before. What's happening this week on Mesoblast? A spring is occurring, right? Buyers are getting the price back above this key ice line, multi-year ice line. And what happens normally when this level holds as support? Well, you might back test it in the near future, but that is an incredible development on this asset. So nice request in that way. That's what it is. So based on the history of the 20 teens, right? Straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Why not up? I mean, if you're longing, it's certainly one of the lowest risk areas you could ever dream of. And the upside potential based on historical price action could be insane, right? I mean, like if it just does exactly what it's done, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If it does what it's done the past 11 times, it could go up a freaking 126 to 150%. It could do that, right? So nice chart in that regard. Buy low, sell high, right? Good chart, man. Good request. Just gonna ping people. Sorry, you must be pinged. When things like this develop, you gotta be pinged. Yeah, and remember tomorrow is the first of the month, so tomorrow is the single best day to join the Patreon. If you enjoy this stream, you enjoy the value I provide while I'm live every day. That's the way to do it. Trade setups, education. You get my charts. You get pinged on my charts when there are interesting developments across all the markets. And remember, I'm 100% crowdsourced stream. I don't have sponsors. I've never had a sponsor. I'm going on 5 years doing this. Never taken money from anyone ever to promote their product, ever. None of my live streams are monetized either. I've never gotten ad money from a live stream. So if you want this to keep going, voice your opinion by joining the Patreon. That's the way you do it, because you're supporting the team too. Brad, Chalin, right? So, there you go, man. 113 breaking that would be great. Just got to say that, man. It's like, That's how it works. Okay, man. Wow, what a chart. Beautiful. That was a BTC UTXO. The Jesus man. If it goes to 46, let me know so we can give you Hype King. Here, you dropped your crown. Next one was IOVA. Iovance. Biotherapeutics. Oh God. Biotech, man. Wow, that's, I mean, it's up 4.23%, but I can't even tell. I've been here before.
Hey Mitch, price action for inverse heading and shoulders on etc.
Maybe, but what I'm more pleased with on ETC would be that completed massive bat shark pattern. Thanks, man. We'll look. That's all I can do. I can say things, but we'll look at it formally in time when we get through, you know, one at a time, right? One request at a time. Thanks, man. I mean, maybe you're showing some bullish divergence on the weekly here, right? Hold on. I'm not really sure, dude. If I, yeah, you go to the daily and you can see 485 of anything. If it doesn't get to 485, what's the point? You know, like if it doesn't get there in rallies, forget about it. Move on to something else that hit an inflection point. This thing just made its lowest low of the entire downtrend. And the downtrend started back in January 2021, man. Long-term downtrend, pathetic performer. It's underperforming the index funds, man, right? I mean, didn't the IWM double bottom and is rallying? It's above the 200-week moving average. And it's doing like predictable pattern stuff like a dragon. I mean, it's either 485 or 92 cents. You would wait for 45 to maybe think about it, but even still, yeah, a little daily divergence. It's okay, right? It's not quite what we just looked at.
Been a minute. Hope you are well. Can we look at team when time permits?
So
Thanks.
52. Thank you for the 19.99. We'll look at AEM. Absolutely. Much love. Up 0.423%. It's a biotech company. Spoiler alert, this company never makes money. Ever. Never. Always negative EPS. But my biotech, man. But my FDA approval. 45 or nothing, right? Because that's an inflection point. Nothing else is. Okay. Jack, thanks again, man. Let's see. Maker. Let's go to Maker's Macas. Cranberry vodkas. We'll make that. Yes, it's terrible. I mean, there's no way of getting around it. Like, you're at a local low. It was the completion zone of 1618 of a massive bullish deep crab. And yeah, I mean, it's bullish convergence. It's making a higher low than the previous low. But man, look, like, forget this low. Look left and tell me. I mean, history tells us probably 295. But if Bitcoin kept rallying, then of course it probably is going to rally too. I'm just saying, right? It's either you get above 788, all right, probably 1,050. But below 762, 788, probably eventually $300. So I just have a tough time on this one. If the context was better, like you were showing an accumulation argument, you're not. You made the low, you made a high, you made a lower low, then a lower high, rejecting the 200-day moving average. I mean, like, that's so bad. That's so, like, that's bearish price action, even if it rallied. And it could rally, man. It can always rally, even if they're looking terrible. But we're looking for things that don't look terrible. I think it was like weekly, monthly, hidden bearish divergence for dumping. But, 300 would be a great target for a long, maybe. But sure, man. Maybe the June 2022 low holds and you rally off this. But I hate it because your most recent events were the lowest low and the lowest high of the entire bear trend. And I don't know. I don't think the bottom's in. It could, but what if it just dumps and makes the lowest low again? It's like, wow, you're longing in a massively bearish trend with no argument really yet for a trend reversal. Not even close. Sorry, John, man. I mean, makers make a... Hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Yeah, thanks for being here. We're just looking at stuff and these requests, getting them out of the way. Tesla for Mr. Singh now. What's up, Bitcoin boy? Yeah, man, that's on the list. That's actually next after Tesla, like in order.
BCH.
I did it, man. I mean, this isn't like by the skin of your chinny chin chin. This is like, it's kind of like perfect. It's like, wow, man, buyers defended 180, right? The divergence, the wedge, you broke out of it a few days ago, and buyers you're holding it, right? Here it is, March of 2021, May of 2021. It's there. Held it for 3 days, and then a fourth day of holding it and a pump in your highest daily candle close virtually since November 15th. Not that big a deal. But if you're above that level long enough, right, just as we said yesterday, 209 could be in store. That's probably where you're headed to just go test it. I don't know if you'll break. If you did break it, whoa, you're probably looking at 236 above 209. But dang, man, right? There was seller exhaustion there, downsloping converging price action, and a breakout on the date of November 23rd, a day before Thanksgiving. Crazy. There you go, Mr. Singh. Not bad. You need support for a Bama meetup. Who would go? Dude, I said 3 people would show up if we did a Bama meetup. Hey, on the new week, the new month, or not the new week, on the new month, on the new day, Bitcoin's up $50. Tesla's up after hours, 0.56%. Let's go, dude. Usher it in. Give us a Santa rally, Santa month rally. That'd be great, man. I'm sitting in cash for most of the year. Let's do something, man. Let's get all our gains, right? So far, Doge has been incredible, right? Since that trade setup entry, since that engulfing candle, I think on the 12-hour, and that histogram bullish divergence was identified. Man, it's gone like 38% since then. Bitcoin Cash now, that the same thing where it's like, hey man, remember spring back test of spring and potential tweezer bottom? There's a tweezer bottom. Here was the back test. It's still formal. It's the spring back test, the wedge back test. Not performing that great though. I mean, like, look, man, if it's above 107 long enough, I think it could very well go to 134. If Bitcoin keeps running, I think that would probably be the target on Bitcoin Cash. I mean, dude, 104, 107, it's not a joke. It's been here. It's been identified forever. January of 2019. You fell below it once, you fell below it twice. Second time, that bullish Japanese candlestick reversal occurred and it played out. And the date of November 22nd, you sprung. It was a spring. And then the date of November 28th was a back test of spring that was successful for now. And normally, if it's successful, much higher prices based on what we know about spring back tests. It's one of the most reliable, most unbelievable performing technical indicators you could ever have. That's why taking longs on spring back tests can be really lucrative. Bitcoin Cash delisted from Coinbase, that, ETC, XRP. Yeah, they were delisted, for inactivity or lack of interest or whatever, right? So, there you have it. Those are things that just happened. So it's just the beginning. Like if it actually played out, then your upside, if this was real from where it is right now, I mean, you got like 18, 19% upside minimum if it was real. Of course, it's down 96% from its all-time high. No one cares. Like, again, doesn't mean that. Look at how many pumps and dumps you've had since then. Like, there's never been a time where I've said, man, you should hold Bitcoin Cash long term, bro. We're talking about technical developments, from supports from history that could turn into something like a 20% gain, and you would take profit at a resistance, and you'd get the F out, and you'd never go back into it until it showed another opportunity based on technicals. That's the way it is about all these coins. They're all jokes. Mostly none of them should ever be held long term. Because this is a boom bust cycle market. That's all it is. It booms, it busts, collapses, then a year, 2 years go by of nothing, and then another bullish cycle emerges, and then the mania, and then the bubble pops, and yeah. Looked at Maker. Let's say Disney for Todd. Which again, like, I think buyers. Oh, this is the level right here. Okay. Well, here's your weekly. You go. Oh, the weekly is showing bullish divergence, but the daily was too. Above 97.72. There's a good chance of that's a big range, man, between $98 and $120. I think you'd probably be trying to target for that. But remember, it's like kind of like Bitcoin and these altcoins. Like, it just made its lowest price since the COVID crash. Lower lows than even the previous low from July. But yeah, sellers are exhausted and you're trying to get back above a key level, but you're still confined within this very beautiful artistic downtrend. The Mickey Mouse channel. Weekly though. Oh, was it not? Maybe it was the monthly. 3-day maybe. Hold on. There was divergence on one of these. There, yeah, the 3-day bullish divergence is something else. Like, it's gorgeous. RSI too. Look at that. You even got this tail end divergence on that 3-day recently. See this? Right there. It's starting to show positive momentum again. I mean, if the macro, keeps this up, we get a Santa rally, you can see, I mean, I would think you would target reasonably for 120, right? All up and down. Sometimes it doesn't get there. I know that, but a lot of times it does. And that's, for it to be equitable with a strategic stop, you'd probably want to target for 120, right? Sorry.
It's China to me. China.
Cheers to a busy stream for you. Peace.
Thanks, Dow Jones.
0.0038617 ETH.
All it takes is a Rudy Poo pump. Yeah, and everything comes back to life, man. You notice that it stopped snowing. It's freezing still. Okay, we're still in winterish conditions, but just the snow stopped. Whew. Now it's just, snow on the ground, and it's a nice moon out. The storm passed, finally. At least for now. Aurora Borealis going on, yeah? I think what happened to gasoline today, gasoline futures hit its lowest level since just before Russia invaded Ukraine. Yep, so that's it. What you're looking at on Disney is a potential rally back above levels that could take you up 18, 19. What was it again? Didn't measure it. You got 24% upside if Disney buyers defend this level for the second time and sellers are truly exhausted. 25% upside on Disney. Just till the next major level. Not bad, right? All right, what was the next request? Thanks, Todd. How about that? Todd tip 25. There's 25% upside if 97.72 is actually being re-breached again. Ironic. All right, GPC for Powell's Bowels. Wow, dude. Wow. Genuine parts company. Get it? The bowels are genuine parts, right? What an insane chart. I do declare. Look at this thing, man. Unstoppable. Sure, it's a gorgeous looking channel. What's that? How will we do this? We do it from the top end? Maybe? From the top? Or maybe we try the bottom? Let's just see what we can do here. Ooh, that's pretty. So here's your uptrend. Certainly hitting, I mean, you're in price discovery, are you not? The old all-time highs were just destroyed back in March 2021. It's just been kind of unstoppable since then. So it's not, you're not looking at one that, wow, man, it's a great inflection point and great for a low risk, high reward opportunity. Confirmation low, bullish divergence. There's none of that because it's been going gangbusters for too long. So I think through extensions, you've even exceeded like crazy extensions. My God, like this was like a crab pattern. This was the bearish crab pattern's completion zone, and it was just unbelievable, massive underperformance, and just paused and then just moon again. And now it's hitting a 2.618 virtually, right? So you're at those outer fib extensions on this one, at least from this high to low. And I'll paint it for you if you want to look at it. Excuse me, right here, like that. Like normally, hey man, it should reverse. It reversed, but such strong performance, such a bullish trend, underperformed and just pivoted and rallied to new all-time highs. So if you're at 2618 to 186.44, that was it. I mean, there's nothing I can do here, right? Remember, traditional technical analysis, we can look at the trend. Wow, it's doing so well. How about that? All-time highs, but there's no way to strategize your risk really here. So it's, cool. Email? You mean, isn't it email? Remember on Sopranos, that was his name, email? Emil. You will have our sausages. That guy?
BTC 3-day ballsy div.
Oh, maybe, man. Maybe it's a divergence, man. Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, of course. Of course. December. Look, new month, new price action. Happens all the time. We'll see what happens. Remember, just days ago, Bitcoin made multi-year lows. But that's okay. What about banned for the glass blowing Jesus man? Banned. Down almost 2% today. Well, this is one that was like kind of crazy good, but it was at an inflection point. It's still not broken out. It can't break out, man. Like there's this big range. You had a huge pump and then a dump, but a higher low, and then an M shape develops, and then at the completion of that harmonic M shape, you break a supply line, you make another higher low, and you rally right up to $195 to $2, but buyers unable to break this, right? There's still too much supply up here. I have an alert set up, as you should too, on band around 204, 205, because I think when you hear the beep, that's when it's breaking out, if it does. But this is exactly a level where it has reversed all the way down to 121 again. But if you think about it, it could very well be some Wyckoff accumulation, or you're in the backup phase, signs of strength, and it's just the very end. But again, no breakout yet, but you're on breakout watch. For now, only higher lows. Trend's kind of trying to reverse here, right? You made the low, then you made a high, then a higher low, then a higher high, then a higher low, but then a lower high, but then a higher low. So it's trying to turn things around. A lot different than we saw the whole year. Breakout watch, just no breakout. Not yet. See, Doge broke out. Band hasn't broken out. QNT broke out and is back testing the breakout as support successfully. This one hasn't yet. No breakout yet. Okay. He said about to go green on the MACD. Histogram on what, the daily? Yes. I mean, that means that you're going to see resolution soon. It doesn't mean you're going to see green. It means the negative momentum could start building again. But the good news is, yeah, hidden bullish divergence argument, where you make a low down here and then a substantially higher low with higher levels of negative momentum, so continuation implied. Sure. Bullish engulfing candle yesterday. That's confirmed. Highest daily candle close on band yesterday since November 18th. Not a big deal. But again, just pay attention to $1.95 to $2. That's the breakout. Okay. Hasn't happened yet. No, we've not looked at Shiba Inu yet. Okay, next one was Ethereum Classic, and that one looks, I mean, it's at those completion zones. Certainly the worst area in the world to ever be wanting to short it, just because in 886, I mean, ever going short on an asset that is completing an 88% retrace is crazy, dude. It's folly. But it never hit the 886, so it's like, oh god. But look at the divergence down here, 87% retrace. And he's like, inverse head and shoulders, he says. Inverse heading and shouldering or something. Crypto bro. I don't know about that, man. Daily, can't really tell. I mean, obviously $13. $13.69 is the best area. The strongest supports, but that's the whole point. Like, if you're hitting 886 and there's a higher low, that means there's more market participants in the asset than they did before back in July. So there's probably a supply line here too. Is it a wedge? I don't know. There's a supply line. So you're getting closer and closer to it, right? Kind of a wedge. I don't think that's much of a wedge, is it? Maybe, but it's pretty scuffed and ugly. This is what he's asking. He's asking me, is this an inverse head and shoulder pattern? It's ugly. It's not what you'd see in a textbook by any means. Not even close. Is this an inverse head and shoulders, man? You can't really identify much of a neckline. I mean, maybe it's a right shoulder. It's one day. Not really sold on it, but if it's gonna be, I mean, is it not at near the perfect area? I guess, yeah. If this is developing anywhere, I'd like it to be at the completion zone of a bullish bat pattern with bullish divergence on the daily. So you got that going for you. You don't need to have an inverse head and shoulder argument here. Momentum could be shifting. Break the supply line. Break $24 though. $24 is everything. You break $24, boom, you go to $40 fast. So let's see. It's very similar, if not almost identical to Ethereum in terms of like the complex wave structure is virtually complete. I mean, Ethereum hit an 86% retrace. This one hit like an 87% retrace, but the pattern completion zone is 88.6%. So AEM for 52. Is this a crypto? or a minor. This looks like a minor. How about that? I mean, it's of course right. I mean, this, I don't know how many, man. Don't know how many, but another 886 here. Hits an 886. Breaking above the 200-day simple moving average. Nice. Had a false breakout of a wedge of sorts. I wonder if you adjust here. Makes it a larger pattern, but maybe a type 2, type 1, type 2. Isn't it beautiful though? I mean, like, even if it's a 618 on B, normally the pattern completion zone is 786, but the 886, look at that. I mean, if this continues, you're thinking 56 to $60. That's going to be the top of a pretty real inflection point range. This is all appearing in a relatively decent trend, right? With the lows in 2005, a higher low in 08, same lows in 2015. So those buyers are defending, and you're making higher lows than the lows from 2005. That's good. And now you've got, again, look, these lows in 2016, 2018, 2020. These three lows are higher than these lows from 2015. That's not, and now all of a sudden you're making a slightly higher low in 2022. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. So completed harmonics there. Rallying off of the PCZ. Pretty sharp. AEM. Bitcoin Cash, we already looked at. We did it, man. We got through all the requests. But egg was like 3-day Bitcoin bullish divergence, so we'll look. Was there? I would say, yeah. Wow, a continuation of divergence. Hidden though? Did you say hidden? No, I just had 3-day bullish divergence. Yeah. Look at this. You go from one histogram island to the next one, and it's just a continuation of the divergence you've had. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just, you've been diverging for months and months, and here we are again. Like, are you kidding? That's real. If this keeps up, wow. All happening at a joke of a level, right? I guess that makes the most sense, right? What no one would expect, man, to be where Bitcoin truly reverses happens to be at a joke of a November 2020 level. Engulfing candle is not complete for another 2 days, so hold your horses on that.
Gentlemen,
nice one. Yeah, we'll see. Been live now 1 hour 20 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bullet sub. Went early today for the monthly close, or it was a good one. It was a good monthly close for mostly everything. So as you can see, some momentum shifted on a one low and then the second low. Seen that before. What does this look like? Does anyone think, hey man, that kind of looks like Luna's chart, doesn't it? The inverse is like the Luna chart. If you're a real one, you know what I'm talking about. It's not like perfect, but it's like, dude, what? Are you kidding me, man? Look at this. Let me show you. Old Luna. Before it collapsed and was a scam. Saw that first top and the second top, and on the second top there's a head and shoulders. It's like this. Like, isn't this technically somewhat kind of like Bitcoin, just locally right here? Like, you know, like what? Never said shoulders, dude. Fractal, inverse fractal. On a different time scale. And before, same price action, inverse price action that Luna got. That'd be nice. 100K in no time, dude. Dude, I hate that, man. I can't believe that scam, bankrupt, fraud is getting applauded. Dude should be in prison, and it's not even close. I mean, you know it, dude. Such a sociopathic liar, man. Thank God for Elon Musk, man. Just imagine Twitter under the guise of the communists still. And the communists, like, owned Twitter, virtually, before Elon. So, thank God. They'd be suppressing everything probably bad about or true about this guy, this fraud. Okay, man. So that's it, man. Hope you all had a good stream on the new month. Most altcoins are down. And pull back, whatever. But it's a new month. So just remember, new month could usher in new price action. So if things keep going kind of okay for Bitcoin, you could see 17,569 be tested. Again, that is the Black Saturday nadir right there, the low point. That would be your next target if this kept going a little bit further, all right? I didn't look at Cardano, man. Who cares about Cardano, bro? God, I mean, like, again, it's broken all formal supports. Does this look like something that's bullish? No, not even close, man. Yeah, you're diverging on the 4 hour. Who cares? Like, it's just, why would you care about this one? I don't care if it goes up. It's not going up because Hoskins & Son is awesome and the project makes money and it's helping the world. This joke, this Beanie Baby is helping the world. It has nothing to do with that. It would only go up ever because Bitcoin goes up. You get that, right? It's a joke. It's broken all formal supports. No one cares about Cardano. It's a joke. It's failed. No one cares. And probably it's a fair price at 15 cents or 10 cents. That's it. I don't want to hear it, man. People come back and be like, and it goes up to 36 cents from here and goes up. It's up 10% a day. It doesn't matter. It pumped because the macro pumped, not because Cardano. Snow stop for now, yeah, but it's still obviously very cold. And you know, we're in a climate that's so high up and cold that you can see the northern lights, the aurora borealis. So don't get cocky, kid. Just because the snow stopped doesn't mean snow's not on the ground. It's not freezing. But bro, that's Cardano people's defense for over a year now, year and a half, right? Getting on a year and a half. But bro, it's Cardano, man. Cardano. All right, so thank y'all for coming out. Remember, tomorrow is the first of the month, so if you want to support this 100% crowdsourced community and channel, joining the Patreon is the single best way to do that. Okay, tomorrow, not today. The billing cycle starts tomorrow, so you will be billed if you try to join today. It's the worst day to join the Patreon today, but tomorrow, the best. Thank you, Jarrett. Robert, I mean, you're just speaking words. You're just typing crap, you know? Imagine thinking, you know how much energy it takes to hate something? I don't care. I don't care enough about Cardano to have any real emotions about it. Looking at the chart, it's dog crap. Technically inferior, loser, biggest loser of most cryptos. Definitely the biggest loser of the mega caps. Besides Luna, when it was one of the largest and then collapsed to zero, but yep. You can get rich on Cardano, man. Yeah, right. In a bull cycle when everything else is going parabolic too. Give me a break, man. Crazy. Okay, so what a day, what a stream. Thank y'all for all coming out, and it was a good one. And let's see if Bitcoin can see that Black Saturday low, just to touch it, to test it. 17,569, man. Rooting for it, because I know what that means for Dogecoin. That's what it means for QNT, and what it means for the other ones out there. Shiba, let's look at Shiba real quick, okay? Because Shiba, man, was at a really interesting spot yesterday, wasn't it? It's been there for a little while. That 886 completed M shape, and maybe a little bit of that Momo shift, but importantly above 885, which is a candle high close on the daily back from September of 2021. It's been regarded as support and resistance before. It is support again. Bullish engulfing candle was confirmed. Well, no, never mind. It was almost green candle before, so it can't cover the previous green candle. But it was a good candle yesterday. Your highest daily candle close yesterday since maybe November 15th, possibly November 12th. So above 885, low risk, high reward opportunity, because if it holds above 885 long enough, history tells us that it has, from where it is right now, a good 40 to 45% upside. So below 885, your argument kind of deteriorates, falls apart. But above it long enough, 40 to 45% upside. Yeah, Mask is another one that was in a good category for upside. Yep. Mask is aight. Shiba's aight. QNT's aight. Litecoin's kind of aight because it's performance. Doge, right? Yep. So pay attention, man. It's there. I mean, this is like you're at the lowest risk area. You're at areas where you can just set up a trade here. You set your entry, your stop loss, and one takes profit at these levels, 1296, 1340, and you make 40% on your money. That's low risk, high reward. You're at it, right? It's not like, oh man, we just mooned and we're at all-time highs and you're at a 2618 fib extension. You're not doing that. You're at levels that are actionable for a long, where you can strategize a low risk entry and stop loss. Okay. So anyway, thanks for coming on, everybody. I really appreciate it. Yeah, good stream today.
Hi Mitch, LTC please. Also what do you think of this App Store drama with Elon? Thank you for daily 0.281722187 LTC.
Thanks so much. These are bugs. T-Bitty wag. Thank you, dude. What do I think about it? I think it's typical. Very, very typical. Predictable. What a big mega cap tech company is threatening to, that's monopolistic, is threatening to deplatform someone for wanting to create more free speech in public, public discourse. And they had captured literally all mainstream social media. My God, they did it, and then Elon bought it, and now they're threatening to deplatform. And at the same time, like we talked about yesterday, they're going to do that, and at the same time, they're coordinating with the communist Chinese government, preventing Chinese citizens from accessing airdrops. Yeah, they're doing two of the most tyrannical things at the exact same time. One with one hand, one with the other. I don't think Apple, can't afford it. They can afford anything. They got more money than anyone in the world, cash reserves. But I would say, using the word lightly, can they really afford alienating all these people? Because people are this is the hill people will die on. There's all kinds of stuff people aren't going to die. People will die on the hill for this one. So it's probably in their best interest that they don't push this too far. Apple, Tim Cook doesn't push it too far. Anyway, so Litecoin extremely elevated. Above $66, you could see $84 because history tells, and it did that. And now it's pulled back somewhat and it's just up there. And there's some bearish divergence on the RSI, but the MACD looks fine. If you ever break $84, you get a 105 easily. No question about it. That's the target above 84. Trends kind of reversed in the midterm after hitting a deep retrace, 886 to 100%. 886 to 95% retrace from the COVID crash lows. back to that same level where this was a trade setup. Their Patreon, you remember from September 2020. It was wonderful, man. Little do we know it was like going to turn into what it did, but wow. But you got right back down to that level, and now you're showing accumulation, higher lows, and now higher highs, and then a higher low, or the same low, and then a higher high again. It's not bad, man. All right, these are the lower risk areas, and you obviously have like higher risk areas after pumps and stuff, so it's okay. It broke a supply line that goes back to December 2021. I mean, this is a year-long downtrend that you broke and back tested. That's it. You hit a resistance. You haven't broken it. And you could easily, like I mean, it could happen. Like $66, you broke it and no back test. Market participants could push the price down to back test that level to see if it's a valid support again before pivoting and rallying. So just know that. This thing could go down a good 15% for just a back test. So if you were blessed enough to receive a Litecoin at $66 again on a successful back test, that might be a great entry.
Gentlemen in the mix.
All right, that was your Litecoin. Thank you, T-Bit8Wag, for the 22 of Litecoin. Wow, he tipped me in Litecoin. Excellent. I couldn't tell because it was spoken in German. That's it, man. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed the live stream. Thank you all for coming out. Join the Patreon tomorrow if you want to support what I do and what this team does every day, day in, day out, almost 5 years now. So I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the T. A.